So today I'm going to take you on a tour of my garden in June. Starting from the chicken coop, here's my cold frames. I'm growing squash inside. In the container there is my fig tree. And behind is the east yard where we're work in progress. We're doing a bunch of fruit trees and quail runs and things like that, which is not set up yet. That area against the house is where we're going to build the new greenhouse this year. Okay, this is one of my new peonies. We just planted it last year, so this is the first year that it's bloomed. So along the patio, this bed here is usually used for vegetables. I have some poppies and a few other plants in there as well. Right now there isn't a whole lot in there because I just tore out the collards that overwintered, so I need to plant something new. This area here is where I put my cabbages along with nasturtiums. Then we go in through a clematis and rose covered arch. This is what we call the circle garden, although it is getting revamped completely this year. As you can see, part of what the revamping is that we tore out a section of the middle and we put the quail coop in. Another rose-covered clematis arch, and then on this side of the circle garden we're in the process of putting in a small pond, so this is still very much a work in progress. Don't know if you can see the fish in there, but we do have 3 fish. Okay, so now going out through the second arch, straight ahead there is the back chicken run with blueberries in front. That's the arch we just came in through. And then right here is what we call the rose garden, although there's actually more peonies in it than roses at the moment. Just a little nook. And coming out of there, heading along the pathway, hello girls! That's Josie, my barn builder, and my cream gray banter, Isabel. So this fence overlooks the yard that is part vegetables and will later be for the meat chickens. The shed, which we're going to replace this year or next. The beehive. Fragrant cloud rose. This is one of the very few hybrid teas that I still keep. Most of my roses are old-fashioned varieties. And now we are back at the chicken coop in the cold frames. So back this way, and instead of turning to the left and the circle garden, let's just continue straight here. So on both of these sides I have vegetables. This goes into the shade garden area. This area in here is mostly herbs. That window goes into my studio where I do my costuming. Look at that gorgeous rose. I love the striped ones. And in here is a total disaster in progress. Eventually it will be completely covered over with trellises and will become a little woodland shade garden with a fountain and all kinds of wonderful things. So in this area I mostly have shade and wildflowers. Little potting bench. On this side we have raspberries and comfrey. And if you walk just around here, you come around into the little shady nook. This area is very spectacular in early spring because there's a lot of anemones and things that bloom in the spring. And then this is the back side of the herb garden. Lavender, yarrow, lovage. And from this angle, this is the back view of the circle garden, so here's the quail cage again. And there is another area that's turned into a chicken run. Oh, there's Sookie the cat. This is the original first quail cage, the one with the garden on top. Now we have strawberries up there. And this is where the little golden Italian quails are. Strawberries planted around here. And because I don't have anything permanent planted in here, I just planted it over in beans. And along this back wall here, this is still a work in progress. This is basically just a big compost pile. I need to figure out something better looking for that. Okay, going back in behind the quail coop. Okay, you can see some of the strawberries that are just beginning to ripen. Here's some of the little quails. Quails. And that is pretty much it. That's what's going on in my backyard garden this June.